Hello everyone, this is Mariana from Alchemy. In this video, I would like to show you how am I developing formulas using Alchemy. In this project in front of me, what I'm planning to do is to make my formulations in two phases. The first phase or the first step is actually developing the pigment concentrate, and then the other step is adding it to the base so I can see what will happen in my step number 2. I have already finished step number 1 and it looks like this. So I have created 3 formulations. I have varied the amount of plasticizer in them. So I created a view like this where I can compare my 3 formulations. I can see that pigment content is a little different. In this one, it is slightly higher than in the other 2, but the solids content is lower. So this formulation turned out to be the best performing one. That is why I marked it green so that I know that in the future. So the best performing one was a 15% navy blue, 10% plasticizer. So let's open that formulation here. This is how it looks like. So what happened here is that I have mixed these 4 ingredients based on the target batch size that I wanted to create, and based on the target weight percentages that I wanted. Alchemy has calculated the amount that I need to add. However, I added a slightly different amount of these 2 ingredients. That is why they're marked yellow. So that is like a notification for me to know that I have changed it a little bit. Okay, so because this one was the best one, I need to add it to my materials database so I can use it now as an ingredient in my other formulations. How am I going to do that? I will click this button, Create Material. And now I have added the material to my database. It looks like this. Okay, we can compare it to our formulation, so I can show it to you. Okay, so what do I have here? Material name, which is the same as formulation name. Type is a formula. I have a solids percent, which is the same. Pigment content, which is read from here, and all the ingredients and their actual weight percentages. All right, so now that I have this material added to my database, I can use it in my step number 2. Step number 2 is to add a formulation. Let's call it A1 for now. That's okay. 10-gram formulation where I'm going to use the material that I just created, and I'm going to use this base. In this first trial, in this first formula, I'm going to make 20 to 80 solution. And for example, if I change this value to be actually 3, again, it would be marked yellow. However, in this case, I don't have to do that. I will add exactly these amounts. And I can see the pigment content here as well. Okay, so I actually want to vary these. So I want to vary their amounts. I'm going to clone this formulation, call it A2. Everything else stays the same. I'm just going to change the target weight percent, 22.5 and 77.5. Okay, so this is one of them. Cloning that one, calling it A3. And here now I'm adding 25, 75. Okay, now it is a little difficult for me to hunt all these values by going back and forth. So I want to create a similar view as this one. Okay, so that is a compare. Let's call it step 2. What I want to see is the material that is being used. Okay, I want to see actual weight percent added. Okay, and I also want to see the pigment content, which is very important for me right now. Maybe solids content as well. Okay, in my formulations, A1, A2, and A3. So let's add them to this view as well. And A3. Okay, so I can see here more clearly how I vary the ingredients. Let's group let's group this table by a material so it is a little easier to read. Okay, so I have varied the ingredients in this way, and it resulted in this pigment content and this solids content here. For example, I have now tested these three formulations, and I can see that A2 was the best performing one. I can then highlight that one so that I know for later how it looks like. So that, for example, when I am now, it is the next day, I just want to continue where I left off, but I forgot what was my train of thought. I could just open that project, see what was step one. So this was the best performing one, and then I used that one in this trial, and this one was the best performing one. Of course, I can always click on the link and check which formula was that in which ingredient, which ingredients I used. And now I made this a long time ago. I'm not sure if I still have this material. I would like to continue to step 3, maybe add another base or something like that. So I'm going to click on the material to go to my database to see how it looks like and check if I have more available. So originally I made 50.75 grams and I have used this much so far. So I have used total 6.75 grams and I have 44 more grams left. And these are the formulas in which I use them. So I know that if I want to do my step number 3, I still have this material available to use for further experiments. Okay, that was everything for this video. If you have any questions, please send us an email. Thank you.